How are you today, Melanie? How's everything going?
Good.
Good. What? Okay. Then we'll start over.
Do over.
Right? You ready? We'll do over. Okay. No, I'll just do it. Just when you do the when you transfer to podcast tonight afterwards, just cut it up. All right.
What's that scene? Look, kids.
You ready? Welcome. Okay. Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I am your host, Ken Nichols, and I'm here with Melanie Nichols. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl and hair color experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products that can be found at rawhairorganics.com. So welcome this evening. This is episode 222 if you've been following along. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm here with Melanie Nichols. Murphy Murph is here, and we have Eric in the booth tonight running the controls while Helen is on a vacation for the next she comes back tomorrow, starts early, so thanks for joining us tonight. So how are you today, Melanie? What's new and exciting? Tell us.
Oh, well, let's see. I'm fine. I had 2 dental appointments today back to back, so that was new and exciting.
Yeah, and
I don't know about exciting, but it was
lucky you can talk.
no, just a cleaning and then the continuation. Well, I did have the next phase of my implant done, so I am getting closer to the end. There's, I guess, only like 1 or 2 more steps.
All right.
It's
Dental
a long
implant, right?
yes, dental implant.
Make that clear.
I wish it was some other kind of implant, but it was not. So just a tooth.
Oh, good. Good. Wonderful. It's summer. It's hot down here in Florida and rainy.
Yeah, I got caught in the rain. Oh my gosh, it was, in fact, when I left the implant dentist, it was pouring. So I've been running around in the rain and
yeah, off and on all day today, and that's pretty much it. It's summer down here. We are live streaming the Curly Hair Q&A show every Monday night, just like tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time in several different places on Facebook and on YouTube on the Curly Hair Q&A show YouTube channel, on Instagram at Raw Curls, and the award-winning Curly Hair Q&A show podcast, the number 2 ranked hair industry podcast you must listen to and subscribe to. You can find anywhere that you consume your podcasts at, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Podcast Addict, Podbean, and SoundCloud. So anyway,
we're twinsies.
Tonight we are twinsies. We do kind
Except you have a spot.
And we didn't do that. We didn't do that on purpose. My water thing drips.
Oh, okay. No, we didn't even plan that.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, my water bottle's got a thing. It wears out because I use it so much. You know what I got to do because
Ken spills on himself every time he eats.
You know
so
that I do not.
Yeah,
I do not.
Yeah, I have that big plastic bib.
I do not. It's a total lie. I do not.
It is not. There's 2 things you do every time you eat. You spill on yourself and you choke.
That much I choke.
Yeah,
that one I will tell
every
you.
single time.
And it doesn't matter how slow I eat.
Oh my gosh! I was telling somebody that the other day. I was like, he's choking again. Whatever.
It is so frustrating.
25 years of just like, okay, well, he's gonna choke.
Right. It's not like any specific food like rice. You know, a lot of people choke on rice or whatever.
It was that one time, but wait. Remember when
that was
we were
a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and I told you to drink water.
Yeah. My wife, a wealth of knowledge. A wealth of useful common knowledge tells me, oh, you've got rice stuck in your throat. Drink water. That worked.
Well, Adam didn't have to listen to Eve to take a bite of the apple either. But I thought it would wash it down. Who knew that it would expand? Well, it made you get it out, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. Oh my! But anyway, so tell us, how are things at the salon? Any good curly news? We don't have any before and after pictures to
I
tonight.
know. I wasn't thinking about it. I should have sent those pictures to Eric. I wish I would have, because I wanted to talk about the picture that I posted from last week. Yeah, it's been super. Continues to be super exciting and but so busy. It's really
Yeah.
hard for me to keep up. I'm working, still 12-hour days behind the chair every single day. And it's hard to get pictures and post them and all that. But I did post one, and I wanted to talk about it if anybody had seen those. I titled it regular haircut versus curly cut.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I did see that.
And we'll have to maybe talk about this again on a future show, because it's really, because both haircuts were done by me. It wasn't, somebody else's haircut. This client, a young girl, had come in and she insisted, she had long curly hair, beautiful girl, but she insisted on just getting a regular haircut, just a traditional haircut and leaving wet.
Well, there is a price difference, so
There's
maybe
a
that was
huge,
it.
yeah, yeah,
There's a
yeah.
price
She's
difference.
she's a college girl. And so, exactly. So I have to work with people and their budgets. So I said, fine, but I talked to her about the curly cut and whatever. And then she ended up referring her mother, and her mother has now been coming to me for curly, and I did curly cuts on her. And anyway, so they saw the benefit of what it did for the mother's hair, and then now this client, the daughter, had scheduled to come back in for a curly cut. So I posted those pictures because you can see, and the mom was like, oh, she's got all these, uneven pieces, in the back. And she was graduating now. And when she was walking, the mom showed me pictures of, the back, how it had those uneven dangles. And I'm like, I know, I get it. That's exactly what the curly cut is all about and why it's
Right.
so important. So it kind of sold itself, to them, seeing the difference that it makes. And so now she came in for her second appointment just last week, and I did the raw curls cut on her, and it looks amazing and everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We'll talk about that maybe next week, and we'll talk about it. But we may do a Zoom for next week.
oh, you always say that.
No, we might actually do it.
Mm.
So I think between the expertise of Eric and Helen together, I think we can pull it off.
Mm.
I think we can.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But we may very well do that,
Mm.
and then that way we can get the pictures up and whatever. So
Okay.
yeah. So anyway, all right. You want to get into some questions right away, and
Yes.
yeah, let's do that. Let's kind of tighten it up. All right. Okay. All right, Melanie. Can y'all recommend a good holding mousse? I have fine hair and gel is just too heavy and takes forever for my hair to dry when I use gel. Thanks. Before you answer that, I have a question.
Mm.
Is mousse supposed to have hold?
So it depends on the product line. In the raw curls, the mousse is going to be your lightest styling product with well, it doesn't have a strong hold factor. So it definitely does not hold like a gel does. So I typically use a mousse coupled with or layered with a gel on top of it, because I would use it on fine hair more for fullness, for body, for bounce, and then I would put a gel on top of that for the hold. But there's some people that just like mousse. In fact, one of my clients that was in the salon last Friday, she's been transitioning to wearing her hair curly, and she loves the mousse. She just loves it. So, it's, and then there's some different product lines that their mousses are more sticky than ours, and that's why I think a lot of people don't end up liking them, and they're kind of afraid of it when we're talking about the raw curls line, but totally different. Ours is a really light, airy foam. So it's actually good for people with like type 3C and the fours curl type. So very tight, thicker, coarser curls. Because it's very light, it's very moisturizing. And one of my previous employees that had that type of hair actually loved to refresh her hair with the mousse on the days that she didn't wash. So she would just squish it into her curls because it gave her shine and moisture. But so for fine hair, it's fine. Just use more of it section by section like you would a gel. Apply it the same way. And but you're going to have the least amount of hold factor.
Okay. That's yeah, that's interesting because I see lots of people talk about that they expect mousse to have a hold. And I think it's because they don't really know. I don't know if they really don't know what to expect, or maybe back in the day people used mousse that had a lot of alcohol in it. I'm trying to remember because back when I was a younger person, I was a big mousse user, but I used it totally wrong.
How are you using it?
I'd put like a couple of pumps in my hands and like slick my hair back with it. And
Nice.
eventually it would dry.
Hard and crunchy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So again, it depends on the
Stupid.
brand. Like some of the cheaper brands, I know like whatever, Aussie and
Yeah.
maybe like Suave, or I can picture some that have a mousse that's more firm and sticky, so completely different than our mousse, which is more of a light, airy foam.
Or what mousse is intended to be.
I mean, it's going to vary from line to line.
Yeah. That's confusing.
It is confusing.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But typically, I go with gels for more of a hold and curl definition.
Okay. Right. Tonight is another Curl Crap giveaway show.
Oh, do you have mousse to give away?
No, I do not have mousse to give away. And we're actually going to give away multiple products in one giveaway because we only have one giveaway question tonight.
What?
And
Why?
because we're making it easy on the producer.
Oh.
So that's why. So we have one question.
Is it easier to just do one? Or?
He knows the answer.
Oh.
And we'll talk about that in a
Oh.
bit. Yeah, let's do another
I know
question.
that answer.
Yeah, it's a pretty obvious answer.
People could have been cheating. I had my paper turned over.
Maybe. There you go.
But that's an easy one.
It should be. Yeah. And it's Olympics related, with the Olympics coming up. So.
Oh, when are they? July?
No, I think August.
Oh, okay.
End of July, August, I think. Something like that.
Exciting.
Yeah, they're coming up.
Okay.
They are coming up. Olympic trials are starting to happen.
I'm definitely out. My shoulder's killing me.
She's out.
I could make a comeback. Been retired for 50 years.
Right. You could if you wanted to. All right. Melanie, what's something that I can buy to revive my curls? I bleached like crazy and killed my whole head. And now I dyed it black because it was so bad looking. I'm currently just brushing my hair out to mostly straight. So I'm not straightening it, but the curls are gone. So it's basically straight when I brush it. If I leave it without brushing it, it's a giant mess.
Oh, God.
So
That's all a hot mess.
Yeah. So
every single part of it.
Yeah.
That's a hot curl mess.
It is. But this is not uncommon because if you remember, we had kind of a similar question last week or the week before.
I don't remember.
She put blue or aqua on top of it.
Yeah,
Remember
I said I don't think we ever really answered that question, and you said I did, but I think we got sidetracked and we never really answered her question.
We'll answer this one.
Okay.
And we'll call it a day.
Yeah, that's just a disaster, all of it. Yeah, so of course, bleaching out the hair is going to damage the hair and the curls, and it ends up causing straight, when your hair is over processed, then you lose that curl definition. So when the hair becomes that damaged and porous, then it just starts to straighten out, and you get to a point of no return when it's breaking off and you have to just cut it. But before that, you can try doing, several conditioning treatments, which, can help restore and repair some of that damage that's been done. There's tons of them out there that are good. Of course, now my new favorite is the Rock Curls. Super duper fabulous mask. Oh, do you have it there? Yeah, deep conditioning mask with biotin.
Yep, there I have it right there.
Awesome, because that strengthens and moisturizes. So it's really, really great. It makes the hair feel soft without feeling heavy. I also love some of the organic color systems. They have some good ones. And then we offer some treatments with Oway products and Clio products. And there's, of course, controversial keratin treatments, but done properly, it helps to repair lots of damage, like I've done on my client Brenda from her hair, growing back in from her cancer. And it, my clients that get the keratins from me We do it for conditioning and repairing and strengthening the hair and smoothing it just to control
Yeah.
frizz and make it shiny and healthy. So, but anyway, and then of course putting black color on top of that. Yikes. That's gonna really grab, and I hope she never wants to change it anytime soon, because if you do, your hair is gonna fall out because they're gonna have to re-bleach and try to get all that black out, which is next to impossible. So you're kind of stuck with that for a while. So it comes down to really treatments and cutting.
That's it.
That's it. There you have it.
Yeah.
2 words: treatments and cuts.
Yeah. Well, what about, there's going to be tons of people that are going to listen to this that are the Olaplex advocates that are
Yeah,
going to
Olaplex is
scream
good.
Olaplex. Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, it only does so much. Olaplex you can still damage the hair using Olaplex.
Yeah.
I did it. I put, when it first came out, I was one of the first ones to test it. And because I knew everybody was going to be using it as a crutch. And
Yep.
I
They still
pushed it to
do.
the point because I wanted to see how far you can go. But I knew that you would still be able to break the hair. And you can, yeah.
Yeah. We still even have some little videos of you floating around somewhere of
It's
you
on the
showing.
color, the color.
It might be the hair color review
yes,
thing.
the hair color review. Uh-huh.
Yeah. On the and at some point we'll get that the haircolorreview.com website back up and running again at some point. But you showed that mannequin that
She was a hot mess. Like,
yeah. Yeah. But maybe is that mannequin floating around anywhere? Do we have it?
I think I may have retired her into the trash
Oh, okay.
because her hair looked like trash.
Not into the garage somewhere where we could find it. No.
I had done so. When I was teaching the hair color classes, I used to use her as an example, but I had done so much to just test and see how much I could push things and, show people what happens, when you do this or that. And this is a perfect example. But and be honest. If you go to a hairdresser and they're asking you about what's on, or just volunteer, tell them what's been done to your hair, because if you don't, you're going to end up leaving with no hair or very broken, sad hair. Because we have to know if all that's been done to the hair and then there's color on top of it, and somebody doesn't give that information. I don't know why they do that, if they're embarrassed or whatever, but don't be. The hairdresser needs to know, so they know how to they may even have to say, we can't do this procedure. I've turned people away that have come in for things where I just was not going to have their hair break off on my dime. So you may have to say no. You may have to say later, we need to repair and strengthen the hair before we can do that. But if a hair stylist is not aware of what's all been done to the hair previously, it could be a disaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Olaplex, okay, so there's some treatments now, that are good you can try that and see if it helps. That's what I'm talking about. That's one of the treatments that is out there that you can use to help, strengthen and repair the damage.
Okay. All right. Let's do the curl crap giveaway. We've got one for tonight.
Ooh, wow.
And
He's going to read the rules.
Yeah, I'm going to read the rules first. So everyone's aware. Been trying to read them every week, so everyone knows what they can do and what they can't, and how this whole deal works. Because we're kind of strict. Don't cheat. We're kind of strict about these rules, but these are the five basic rules to the Curl Crap giveaway show. I'm sorry, the Curl Crap giveaway contest. Rule number one, the winner must live in the lower 48 states of the United States. Can't live outside of that. We're not spending $50, $60, $70 to ship you a $5 product, $10 product.
It's free.
$20 product. Right. Right. Rule number two, each person may only win once every 60 days. If we catch you trying to win within 60 days twice, yep, you're out forever. Rule number three, if you win and you do not want the product that you won, you just wanted to win the contest, the only way that you are allowed to get rid of that product is by giving it away the same exact way that you got it. You are not allowed to sell the products that you win on the show. You might think that's a goofy rule. The only reason that rule exists is because
it happened.
It happened. Right. Rule number 4, the winner is the first person that the producer sees answer the question correctly. Be specific. So if the producer or Melanie or I announce you as the winner or someone else is the winner and you think you posted first, that doesn't matter. It's who the producer sees. So, and the last rule, and we forgot to add this the first couple of weeks, and we had this in the rules when we used to do the Curl Crap giveaway show. We stopped for about a year or so during the COVID deal, and we had a number of other rules, and we tried to compact it down. But one of the main rules that we took out that we very quickly in the last couple of weeks have realized that we had it in place for a reason is number 5. Prizes will be shipped out at our convenience. Do not contact us regarding your prizes, shipping, or tracking information. Please be patient. For those of you who are...
do the Moira slap.
We'll give you the Moira slap, right. Yeah. For those of you who are fans of the Simpsons show, it's what ends up happening. It's happened every time until we started the rule, and it happened now. What, we're 4 weeks into giveaways, 4 or 5 weeks in, 4 or 5 weeks in, and it already started up. There's a well-known scene in the Simpsons of it's Bart harassing his dad Homer to give him what he wants. Can I have it? 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 Stop asking me. Can I have it? 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 And he just over and over and over and over and over again.
That's what kids do.
Yeah, and that's what happens here. You know, we run a couple of businesses here. We're really busy. We do the Curl Crap giveaway as kind of a fun thing. It's not a part of our business. So when we get around to it, we ship them out, and they don't go through our regular system of selling products. So don't ask.
That's so funny because that's actually called Not on My Watch, which I said earlier. I didn't even know that because I didn't see it. I was like, what is that product?
Yeah. Anyway, so those are the rules. So the first and only giveaway tonight is 2 items, and the first is a 16-ounce bottle of Aunt Jackie's Not on My Watch Instant Detangling Therapy. I've never used it. I have no idea what it does.
Me either.
Have you ever used it?
No.
Do you know what it does? We don't know what it does.
I've never even heard of it.
I have heard of it, but I don't know what it does. And
It says right here,
Right.
it softens, helps restore moisture balance, eliminates roots. Oh, roots. We both need readers. It eliminates knots and tangles for natural curls and coils and waves. So there you go.
Yeah.
It does everything. It's awesome.
Yep. Or so it says. And the second item in this Curl Crap giveaway is a giant 20.3 ounce bottle of Pantene Curl Perfection shampoo. If you remember right, we had a really hard time trying to give away the bottle of Pantene Curl Perfection conditioner a few weeks back. Remember that?
Why wouldn't you do both together?
Because I can't find it. I don't know where it is.
My gosh. Ay.
That's why I said the
wanna
Curl
smell
Crap
this
giveaway
stuff.
is for fun. It's not for...
Is it?
It's
It's sealed. I wanted to see what
You
it
should
smells
still
like.
be able to smell it. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, you can.
What do you think?
That actually smells pretty good.
Really? Okay. All right. You can win this great prize package with a retail value of, I have no idea how much. Could be $8, could be $8,000.
$1
$1
million.
million, right? If you are the first person that Eric, the producer, sees answer this trivia question correctly.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. See, I knew the answer to that one.
The one with the red X by it.
Oh, that one. It's not an X, it's a star.
You know the answer to that too.
Okay. The question is, which Jamaican runner is an 11-time world champion and holds the record in the 100 and 200 meter race? Who doesn't know this?
There you go. There you go. First person to get
I
that
knew all
correctly.
these.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
feel
did.
smart tonight.
Well, you didn't know the shark one.
No, you didn't either.
I didn't either.
But I know
We
all,
learned.
all 3 of these.
Yeah, we learned. So.
Anatomy and physiology.
Uh-huh.
I did take that 1 and 2. Did you know that? That's a
So
fun
did
fact.
I. And it's not any
So
fun. It's a
I
horrible
loved
class.
it.
It's hard.
Oh, I loved it. I aced it.
Really?
Yeah.
I took it in college, and it was we worked on cadavers.
Mm.
Well, one cadaver, Mary. So
That
was her
was
name.
for us. That was for CPR.
Ugh, no, we worked on cadaver.
No, that
for
was Annie.
months.
Annie, are you
That's
okay?
Recessa Annie.
Yeah.
That's what they called her. Recessa
No,
Annie.
so
I was a
I
lifeguard. You know that? I was a lifeguard. Well, you know
there's
that.
your fun fact.
There's my
Yeah.
fun fact. I was a
I went to
lifeguard for a long
school
time.
for radiology, and
Little boy, please do not run on the deck. Thank you.
they always made me do the swim test because I look so little. So I'd have
Oh,
to
yeah?
to go off the diving board. They make sure that I can swim.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm already swimming across the pool. I'm pretty sure I can.
Because they don't
swim.
want to come in and get you, right? Trust me, I know.
As I'm doing, flips with a full twist off the diving board. Can
Yeah.
you swim?
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I went to school for radiology. That was the very first thing I went to college for, and I had to take anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, and I loved it, aced it. Oh, it was so interesting. But I was really good at memorizing, and to me, the human body was, very interesting and I don't know, somewhat easy. I guess being an athlete and a gymnast my whole life, like I already knew a lot of things related. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't ask me now.
Don't ask her now.
I knew the one question on here.
Eric, do we have a winner?
Oh, no, my gosh.
Okay. No there. Okay. All right. We'll go on to another question. All right. Melanie, any advice on how to get my curls to form again and not look so dry every time I go out in the darn Las Vegas heat? I chopped it off last June. Even though it grew all the way back, it still looks and feels so unhealthy. So I've just been straightening it because it looks crappy curly right now. Help. Any thoughts?
So her problem is it still looks dry, but she can't get curl definition.
Yeah.
Okay. So my new favorite is the Raw Curls Curling Cream. Do we have a bottle of that?
We have a bottle of that right here.
Ooh, here it is.
Do you use a lot of that? Or do you use a little at a time?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do I use it a lot, like
No.
often, or do I use
A lot of it, yeah.
No,
like-
amount is
yeah.
very small. A little bit goes a long way. So my
We
new
even
favorite.
put that on the label.
You did?
Yeah, I think we even put that on the
Oh,
label.
good job.
Mhm.
So the Raw Curls Frizz Free Curl Cream is amazing, and so that will help control frizz. It's like a conditioner consistency, so it's real creamy, but it's not super heavy. So it softens the hair. It gives like conditioning to it and slip. But then what I do is I layer a gel over that for the curl definition. This will give you curl definition, but again, we go back to the scenario of no hold factor. So it's just like putting a leave-in conditioner in your hair. So you need to use a gel along with that for the curl definition. But that's been my new favorite on a lot of my clients.
Yeah.
It's great. So I go through with a little bit of the curl cream, and if I was going to use it, let me clarify something. If you're going to be one of those people that just insists on using a curl cream on its own, fine. But then you're going to use more section by section and apply it like you would the gel, how we always teach section by section from root to end. So you're going to use a little bit more of that product because it's going to be your only styler. If you're going to layer it like I'm talking about with a gel on top of it, then I just use a tiny little bit, like anywhere from a dime size to, a nickel or definitely no more than a quarter. And I just kind of smooth it over all the hair, just quickly. And I make sure that I just get, just a little bit on all the hair. And then I go through section by, a lot of times I'll even go through with my wide tooth comb, or just my fingers just usually slide through the hair though with that. I'm telling you, it's like butter.
Yeah.
So you just slide through the curls, and then I go in section by section, apply the gel, how we always talk about and teach people from root to end with, all of your gel. So that gives you really nice softness and frizz control, and then the curl definition.
Yeah. I've reread this question, and I wish we knew, like what her texture was, like what is this, because maybe because I thought, well, maybe it needs moisture, but then again, the way she describes it is that
It does need moisture if it's dry
it's-
and frizzy.
yeah, but it's right. But at the same time, it sounds like she did a big chop and it didn't come back great.
Mm. Well, some people just
So
have
it's been
that
a year,
texture,
12 months.
and I try explaining that to people, on a regular basis. Like your texture is your texture, unless you've done something like that previous girl that, has compromised her curls by an outside source, like coloring, bleaching, perming, whatever, just something damaging to the hair. Your texture is your texture. And some people just have a really dry, coarse texture, and so you have to try to control it and treat it with products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I have, different textures, which a lot of people and customers deal with as well, because you have the gray hairs, which are completely different texture than my regular hairs. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've got, well, just so I don't forget, I've got just a very, very quick commercial. I guess you could call it
Oh
commercial.
boy.
Just a very quick commercial for you. For those of you who are pet owners and know about the Raw Paws Magic Spray that I'm holding in my hands right now,
Ooh,
these little bottles of it.
magic.
It is absolutely magic. And we are doing, starting next week, a buy one, get one free promo. And it's not buy one to get one free to keep for yourself. The intent of it is for you to give it to somebody else who's a pet owner. Because we've talked for years about this, that we think everybody should have this in their kit. So I thought, all right, I'll
That's
I'll step up
interesting.
on this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I'll step up
that
on
little
this.
bottle lasts forever.
Yeah. Yep.
A little, you use like one or two
Right.
squirts at a time.
Yeah.
And I just used it. I think I shared last week for
Yeah,
my
last
fire
week.
ant bites, and
Right.
they completely healed. They never ended up blistering.
Yeah.
They did, itch a little bit for a day, but once I had, I started applying that right away. And normally I get those blisters, and I end up, you're not supposed to, but I do pop them. What a surprise! I'm a picker, but it feels better normally when I have those blisters, and there's like, that poison inside or whatever, they're venom. So, I usually pop it, and then they start to go away. But I didn't have to. It didn't happen this time.
Yeah.
They
Because
went
of
away.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. And for those of you who follow my personal Facebook, you'll see last week I posted a picture of I literally found it on accident in one of my files, but I had always told the story about when we created this and I fell off that trailer and scraped up my arm really bad. And then put this on, and 2 days later it was gone. I would tell people the story all the time, but I didn't have the pictures. I couldn't find what I did with the pictures. So it was like they're like, "Yeah, great stories." Sounds like BS. Well, I actually found them,
I
and I
don't think
posted
I've
them on my
ever seen
Facebook.
those pictures.
Yeah, I found them.
I don't remember.
When I sold the green car, the guy the transporter, it's a big car trailer like you see on the highway. It had a very expensive paint job on it. He didn't want to load it because he was scared to scratch it. And the trailer was really tight. So it was a double-decker trailer, and he put it underneath, and that's where he wanted it. So I drove it on, and I couldn't get out of the car, and I didn't want to scratch the paint by opening
Did
the
you
door. It
crawl
was
out
that
the
tight.
window like Starsky and Hutch?
So I crawled out the window like Starsky and Hutch, and I crawled to the second deck of the trailer, and I was going to walk across the second deck of the trailer, and then climb down, and I fell.
Ken is not the most graceful.
Not sometimes. It was stupid. It was stupid because it was wet.
Oh,
I should have
gosh.
known, and I slipped. And it was lucky I didn't get
Shocker.
hurt more. But anyway, you'll see my arm, and 2 days of this stuff. So anyway, that was I told the story a lot, and then but I never had the pictures. But I found the pictures and I put them on my Facebook page, so you can check it out. But anyway, we're doing a buy one get one, a legit buy one get one, with the intent of just give it to somebody, give it to a pet owner.
Here's a fun fact. So Ken has lots of scars and
I do.
scratches and whatever all over
do.
his head and his arms and his
I
leg.
do.
Oh, yeah, he's accident prone. Yep. When you lost your hair, we could see some of that.
That was I
He fell on
I
his head
said
one too many times.
didn't I said that when I had chemo and you shaved it, I was like, that was the biggest thing. I was like, my head does not look good. And she was like, well, you are baby calling. I'm like, no, there's going to be a lot of scars, and there was. So anyway, so that's that. I just want to tell you guys that. And the other thing is, and this isn't for like Raw Organics customers, but this is for Raw Organics customers. The Raw Organics Super Green Juice, we're doing a Father's Day deal. I'm going to give some away
Wow.
to a bunch of people. If you've got fathers in your life that they need to do something and you think they're ready to do something, I'm not going to, I don't want to point fingers, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to do a giveaway for them and get them set up for 60 days on me next week. But not for 1 billion people either.
Is that like
For like maybe 100
buying
people.
your mom a vacuum or?
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, here you go, Dad. You look like hell. Do something about it. Here. But anyway, going to get to it for free. So anyway, so check that out. I'll talk about that later in the week at raworganics.com. So that's a good deal. For those of you who know, you know. Free is good when that's really good. So anyway, all right, that's it. I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. I just wanted to make people clear because I know what happens all the time is people say, why didn't you tell us? I'm telling you. All right, Melanie, any suggestions for a curly girl friendly scalp sunscreen, preferably water resistant? I don't know.
I really
can't
don't
think of
know
one.
of any. That's, it comes up once in a while. And I don't really, I know there's some out there, I guess I've heard, but as far as me personally recommending one, I don't know because it's so hard to get something on your scalp. It's near impossible. You really have to separate the hair. I think it would have to be a spray.
Maybe we need to look into that because there's
Yeah.
got to be something. We just don't know. I don't know.
Like the Raw Curls products have a lot of natural UV protectants in. So you could try to put some of that on your scalp, but I don't know. It's
Not
so
if you're living in
hard.
South Florida.
No.
Like 10 minutes from
it's
the
not
equator.
It's not like UV protectant 50 or something.
Right.
A hat. Yeah, that's what I would recommend, a hat.
Yeah.
But no, I really don't know any products. I swear in the back of my head, I remember somebody saying that there was, things out there, but I just never have recommended that. That's a really tough one. The hair gets in the way. And so I just find it's best to cover up and wear a hat.
Yeah. Oh, I have one other piece of breaking news.
Well, and let me add to that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I, speaking from experience, know what it's like to have your scalp burned, remember, in Hawaii? Uh-huh. On our wedding and honeymoon, we went snorkeling in Hawaii, and you're in the water and your hair separates and splits, and I have super fair, sensitive skin that burns thinking about the sun, so of course my scalp got fried.
Yeah.
But even still, like I'm saying,
I don't know. We'll have to look into that. We'll let you know. We'll find out. We'll let you know. A bit of breaking news. A lot of you who are, again, not a sales, this is clearly not a sales pitch. This is clearly not a sales pitch. But I started a deal about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago, where we started selling 9-ounce bottles of Malibu Sea Undo Goo at wholesale salon costs.
Yeah, that was crazy.
To retail customers. And the reason that I did that is because we found after doing this show for 4 years and having our 250,000 members of all our miscellaneous curly hair groups that the majority of people that failed at trying to embrace their curls, the problem was they didn't clarify or they didn't clarify right or enough and they didn't deep condition afterwards. That was always the big thing, is that they were just layering better stuff on top of the old crappy stuff, and the curls didn't, it just doesn't work. And so we decided to, I decided
I was
to.
going to say that wasn't a we.
That was my
because
decision.
that
decision.
doesn't make me happy as a salon, as owner and stylist that you would sell it for
We
that
were selling
price.
it wholesale. Yeah. So I was basically selling it to you. We were selling it on the Raw Hair Organics website for the same price that we pay for it because we wanted you to buy it, wanted you to use it because we knew that was that would make the difference. And frankly, we knew you'd come back and buy more products if us putting you on the road to the curly girl method, for lack of a better word, you'd stay. And obviously it has been, because I'm pretty sure we're the biggest dealer of Malibu Sea Undo Goo in the country. I'm pretty sure. The breaking news.
How would you know that? But anyway,
How
it's
do
because you
I
were
know
selling
that?
it too cheap.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how cheap you're selling it. The fact is we're selling a lot of it. You know how I know that we probably are, or at least one of the top volume sellers of it in the country? Because the owners contact me.
Oh.
They know who I am. They care. They actually care.
Well, I would think that the distributors are.
It's beyond that. Corporate is the ones that contact me.
I mean,
Distributors don't even. They don't
no,
even,
distributors buy a lot, I'm sure. Like
well, I don't.
Cosmoprof
I
and
didn't.
Center.
I wasn't including them.
Oh,
Distribution.
Okay.
I'm talking about just a company.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so we sell a lot of it, but that's why, so is it self-serving? Yeah, but whatever. I knew it was the right thing to do, and it turned out to be the right thing to do. The bad news is if you need a bottle of Malibu Sea Undo Goo, go to our website and grab it now, because once it's out on the website, we're not selling it anymore. I'm just leaving it at that. We're not going to be selling Malibu Sea Undo Goo 9-ounce bottles on the website any longer. Once the inventory's gone, it's gone. So, moving on.
That was your big announcement.
Yeah. So don't be mad at me. Don't be mad, bro, because we did you guys a solid for a long time. Because the cheapest you ever see that anywhere is typically like $16, because that's the retail price, like $16.95, right?
Yeah, we sell that for 16.
So don't be mad at us. Just be grateful that we did it. So, but that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. So if you want a bottle, I would go over there and I would grab one now, because there can't be a whole lot left. So anyway, all right. Eric, do we have a winner?
Oh my God.
I think he's in the wrong group. That's why. Because you're in the Curly Hair Q&A show group, right? That's the... Okay. Anybody answer in there? But no right answer. That's all I care about. Okay, that's fine. All right.
Wow.
Okay. All right. We've got one more question tonight,
Everyone's
Melanie, and
on
then we're wrapping it
vacation.
up. Yeah. Oh, it's very possible. It's that time. All right. Melanie, I'm in the swimming pool a lot. How do I save my curls? I use Raw Curls products, and I've been putting conditioner in my hair after I rinse out the chlorine. But we are in our pool like every day right now. It was finished last fall, so this is our first summer with it. I'm only actually styling my hair about every week and a half. And when I do, it doesn't look good at all. Before all of this swimming, I washed it every 4 days or so, and it turned out great every time. How do I make it still turn out great when I style it, but don't give up swimming with my kids? She'd be putting the conditioner on before she goes in and not after. Is that the problem?
Yeah, what we recommend is wetting the hair and filling it with conditioner. So
First?
yes, first before going in the pool. Now, obviously it would be best to then also put a swimming cap on to protect the hair. Maybe even
One of those
a shower
flowery ones
cap.
from the 70s?
Yeah, that would
Remember
be cute.
those? Did you guys have one of those in your shower? Did your mom have one?
I'm sure my mom had one. Yeah, because she did water ballet. I can just picture
I
it.
can totally picture her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
She
had
probably
one.
still has one.
I know.
But yeah, that's, the best thing that we can recommend doing is wet the hair and then put conditioner on, so it fills the hair. Hair is similar to a sponge, so it can only absorb so much. And so, that's your best ditch effort to try to preserve any, health to it and not get as much chlorine. I mean, eventually it's going to wash out if you're in the pool for hours, whatever. Don't go under, That's like me. I never put my face or hair in the water.
Nope, she sure doesn't.
I'll even swim like doing it's
Looks
not a doggy
goofy.
paddle. It's like the breaststroke, but with my head above water. It doesn't look goofy.
It does.
I can swim good.
Pretty good. I will say this, though. With my background and experience, if your new swimming pool has a cartridge filter on it, whoever's taking care of that pool ain't going to be happy with you. But it's the right thing to do.
I know.
If it's a sand filter or a diatomaceous earth filter, it'll be fine. If it's a cartridge filter, they ain't gonna be happy. I'll just tell you that.
Is that like sunscreen and suntan lotion
Yeah.
and all that too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cartridge filters don't like that
Mm.
because they clog. But anyway, so
Well.
just an FYI, I won't go into too
Yeah.
much detail about that, but because I want you to do it.
Pick your poison.
You know what? That's absolutely perfect because that is it. That's pick your poison.
Yeah.
So anyway, so if you have any questions about that, you can actually contact me and I'll walk you through it. So, all right, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Hey, so next week.
No winner.
No winner.
Nobody just wants these products.
It's-
or do
it-
we have nobody listening
No,
to the show tonight?
it's the depends on the groups we're in. It all depends. Depends on the algorithm. So like and share. I was going to mention. So yeah, next week we might, as we mentioned earlier, we might be doing a Zoom call with questions. Possibly, we might be. We'll let you know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And but it will be again 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, just like normal. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. And have a great
Curly week.
curly week. Bye.